don't need that, don't need that, and don't need that anymore. Do you hear that? That's the sound of spring when it gets warm outside and the grass is green finally. So guess what you need to do to keep your grass green? That's right, you need to make sure you water it. You need to water about ½ an inch twice a week. And then when it gets really warm, about 90 plus degrees, 95 degrees throughout the day for the most part, I water about ½ an inch 3 times a day. One of those times I do it during the day real quick, maybe at 10 minutes here and there for each kind of zone area. So the reason why most people don't water their lawn very well is because they get these sprinklers from the hardware store, Home Depot, Lowe's, you name it, Walmart even. Not saying that they're not good sprinklers, because they are, because I own a few. I used to own a few, I just threw them in the trash. But it's difficult because you have to go out and set the sprinkler every time you go out and put it in its position. Obviously there's not one sprinkler that can water your whole lawn. If that was the case, that would be nice, but there really isn't. You could spend $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, maybe even more for an in-ground irrigation system. Those are pretty pricey, so if you don't have that type of budget, which most people don't, or if you don't have an in-ground sprinkler system now, it makes it very difficult, and you eventually just quit watering your lawn throughout the summer because it's hot outside and you have to move it around all the time and reset it up. So I've already made some videos on my in-ground sprinkler system plans, or my sprinkler system plans. I made a sprinkler sled. I'll put that link up here as well so I could use it on this narrow path. I also had some plans on a video to make my own sprinkler, above ground sprinkler system. At this time, those plans are basically scratched. I start from ground zero here. I'm gonna go ahead. I ran into some quick snap sprinklers, their quick snap sprinkler system. I found it on Amazon, and they sell it in one sprinkler kit, 2 and 5. They're pretty well priced. I'll put the links down in the description. They also have 360 sprinklers, so they're not the rotor style. They're just the regular, I think it's 40 degree to 360 degree style sprinkler. I'll put those links in the description below so you can check them out too. But these are really nice because they're pretty much the in-ground sprinkler system quality. You don't have to dig up your yard and ruin your yard to get them to be installed. All you have to do is dig a hole, put them in there, and then they have a quick connect style hose, so that way you just run a hose to it, plug it in, boom, they're up and running. All you have to do is set them the first time, so where you want them to spray, and then no longer have to do that. So here's what came in the box. It didn't come like this. I took them already out of the box, but they packaged it much better than this. But when I ordered on Amazon, they came individually boxed. I got the 5 rotor kit, and then I got the 4 regular 360 kit. I don't think it's a kit. I think you buy them individually. I'm not sure. But either way, like I said, I'll link them in the description below. But here you have it. It's got the hose connector right here. So this is the quick connector right here. So this allows you to, this is the protector. So you put this on when you're not using it. But then you use one of their quick connectors. You screw this side onto the hose. And then you go ahead and quick snap it on. And boom, you're ready to go. When you're done, take it off. And then you go ahead and put the protector back on. They make it orange so you can see it in the ground because they want you to make this flush just like a normal sprinkler head in the ground, so that way you can mow over it and you don't see it very well. And then they make it so that you can see this so you know where to connect it. The quality on these is very high, just like any other green ground sprinkler. What's really nice about this is they give you a 5-year warranty. So that means parts and replacement, anything that requires, they stand behind the product. So they also give you a key that goes on the top here so you can make adjustments, whether you want 360 degree or down to 40 degree or adjust the spray distance, because you'll need to make those adjustments when you put them in the ground. So let's go ahead and dig a hole and get these in the ground. I forgot to mention, or actually I already mentioned it once, but they sell, or these come with the 2 and the 5 kit. This allows you to hook up more than one sprinkler at a time. Like I said, they recommend 2 at a time max. They also say that one of these rotor sprinklers can cover up to 5,000 square feet. So that's really nice to know. So it's important that you plan out where you're going to put your sprinkler heads. So for me, I have a kind of a square area right here. So I'm probably going to put 2. I'm probably going to put one right here, and then one down here on the corner, right about right there. So I'm going to make them go basically, I think it's about, what is that, 90 degrees, or this way right here, and 90 degrees right here to cover that area. And then I'm going to do probably something over here, maybe with my 360 sprinklers, and narrow them down to about 180, maybe 1 or 2 down on my narrow patch over here. So you can actually manually turn this if you want, just to see how far it goes. But it has to make sure you go all the way right until it clicks, and all the way left when it clicks. But this will ensure I know how far the water's going to go. If you want to get really true to it, so if you're going to water 2 at a time, I would hook up 2 at a time, make sure that they both cover the amount of ground you want. So we are ready to put this in the ground for its permanent location. So what I want to do is I want to make sure I have an easy way to access this, the water spout. So I'm going to go ahead and dig a hole right here and get this deep enough so this is inside in here. I also bought some topsoil that I can fill this little area out. Make sure that it's flush with the concrete here. You probably don't have that issue. If you do, topsoil will help fill it in. Also, topsoil can help fill in the spots or the area that you dug out. You can get it at your hardware store for about $2 for about almost a square foot. So we'll go ahead and use a small shovel, dig a little hole. Around where I want. All right, so there we go. Now we have it kind of where we need it. Easy accessible for a hose right here. It's about, the head of it is about right here, is about ground level. So now I just need to fill this in with dirt. So I'll probably fill in with what I have there, as well as the topsoil, and make it nice and neat. I'm gonna go ahead and fill in over here too as well. Make sure that it is, I'm gonna fill it in just about halfway. Make sure I get it set where I want it. And then I'm gonna fill the rest of it in. So let's go ahead and get started on that. So now all we need to do is, let's go ahead and hook it. Oops. So this only goes right now about 40 degrees. But I got my start where I want it to be, right there. So now I need to rotate this a little bit more where I want to start, or stop with the key. A little too much. Whoa, it's very precise. There you go. One tip that I learned very hard here, when you unhook it, water's gonna spray out in that area. Just so you're aware. That way you don't get your shoes wet. But I'm gonna let this ground settle. Make sure, kind of pack it in where I want the sprinkler head to be straight up and down. Once you're done, you put your cap on. The more you pack it down, the more secure it's gonna be. But now we have one sprinkler done, and then I've got 4 others, or actually I got 8 others. But I'm not going to bore you with those details. I just want to get this set up and show you how it works. So one thing that's really nice when you have this set up is to get yourself some sprinkler timers. This is one from Beehive. I like this one. This one's actually Wi-Fi capable. It's got an iPhone and Android app. Make sure you're subscribed so that way you can see my video coming out explaining how this works. This thing is awesome. So thank you for watching the video. If you have any questions or comments about the setup or how to set these up, go ahead and put them below and I'll be sure to answer your questions. And if you're not a subscriber yet, go ahead and what you're waiting for, go ahead and subscribe. So until next time, I'll see you later.